what is up, future Jake? Yeah, we are out here. We're about to prank YouTube, or we already did prank all of you guys who are watching at home. I'm here with my boys, Kevin and Harvey. We got the fake cop car. These are fake cops, guys. And that was kind of just like a lesson to teach you guys that like not everything that you see in the media on a day-to-day basis is real.
He was only interested in signing me to Team 10 if he had certain things I did to make him happy, and obviously that wasn't going to happen.
And that you could basically fake anything and twist everything the way you want.
What is that, Mark? Let me see it for a second. Just let me look at it for a second. You know where you at, son?
Justin, are you taking notes, freshman? Take notes. This is how you do it.
I'm good. Okay,
yeah.
now I'm...
You guys probably thought that that was real. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. So hopefully we pranked you guys, and hopefully that helped you guys learn a lesson about like, yo, maybe not everything I see is real out there.
Why? Okay.
There's so many YouTubers who post fake stuff. There's so many news outlets who post fake stuff.
The neighbors hate me, but I'm still gonna flip and send it.
He apparently makes his address no secret, and that piece of information draws an endless stream of fans, mostly young girls, the day we visited, and their parents, to the property.
There's so many people who twist and turn things to make other people look bad in the media.
Think of the worst case scenario of the worst neighbor you could possibly imagine and times it by 10.
And it's flipping messed up, bro. It's messed up, but people want the views. They want the clout. I understand. I'm not mad at them. The other day, when I was all over the news for being a bad neighbor, and then I'm getting a lawsuit, and then I'm getting evicted. None of these things are true, guys. For the slightest second, you probably believed it, and you probably thought that I was actually a bad neighbor, when in reality, we just do everything inside of our house.
He apparently makes his address no secret, and that piece of information draws an endless stream of fans. Endless stream of fans.
But as neighbors living with this every day, we're fed up.
Channel 5! Oh, Channel 5! Look at this! Channel 5!
No, I gotta keep the
interview here.
Yeah,
we can't do the interview up there. We can't do the interview up there.
Okay, we'll get them down.
A recent stunt involved tossing furniture into an empty pool and setting the pile on fire.
Which makes us bad homeowners, but that doesn't make us a bad neighbor.
Think of the worst case scenario of the worst neighbor you could possibly imagine.
It's Hollywood, right? They know. So yeah, I hope that helped you guys learn a lesson. And guys, I also challenge you to get more credibility on things before you start talking about things, before you start hating on people. So until you have proof and facts and things that you have seen with your own eyeballs, I would second guess everything that's out there in the news.
I met Jake. Wasn't very nice.
We're fed up.
Why? 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 Why?
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Physics Weekly Window, where I take a look back over the past week and see what's going on YouTube. It's been a crazy week, mainly because of Jake Paul and his ridiculous antics, which we will be getting into. We will also be having a look at Onision's latest video, as well as some other juicy stuff. So if you enjoyed the video today, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thanks guys. So, Jake Paul has been in the news a lot recently due to issues with his neighbours. Basically, he was ruining the whole neighbourhood, having fans turning up in huge amounts of numbers, turning the place into what was called a circus by Channel 5. Now, he just doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. It's ridiculous. And that video I was showing you at the start, like, I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I couldn't believe the audacity that he would claim that other people don't have credibility for the things that they are saying. You film everything you do. It's all online. What are you talking about? So basically, Jake Paul has released a video in which he pranks everyone by getting arrested on camera, filming it, and making it look like he was genuinely getting arrested. Now, he claims that this was a lesson to teach everyone that you shouldn't believe what you see online. The thing is, I don't get what he's talking about.
That was kind of just like a lesson to teach you guys that like not everything that you see in the media on a day-to-day basis is real, and that you could basically fake anything and twist everything the way you want.
What are you referring to? the Channel 5 news interview in which you were clearly disrupting your neighbours throughout the whole interview, which is filmed on camera, everyone's seen it. So what's fake? I mean, you're the one that produces fake videos on a regular basis. You've made Ouija board videos that are completely fake. So what are you referring to?
You guys probably thought that that was real. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. So hopefully we pranked you guys, and hopefully that helped you guys learn a lesson about, like, yo, maybe not everything I see is real out there. There's so many YouTubers who post fake stuff. There's so many news outlets who post fake stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But what's your point? Because everything you've done has happened and has been recorded. No one's lied about anything. There was one instance of an eviction notice being put on your door. Don't know if it was a prank or what, but that's irrelevant. We're upset because you've been disrupting the neighbourhood you live in. That happened. That wasn't fake. And what, are you joking? Talking about YouTubers that twist things for their own agenda? What about all the videos that you've faked? Twisting the minds of every one of your fans for your own agenda. You f***ing hypocrite.
There's so many people who twist and turn things to make other people look bad in the media. And it's flipping messed up, bro. It's messed up, but people want the views. They want the clout. I understand. I'm not mad at them. The other day, when I was all over the news for being a bad neighbor, and then I'm getting a lawsuit, and then I'm getting evicted. None of these things are true, guys.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not true? In the Channel 5 interview with you, you climbed on the van of the interviewer. You even said, my neighbours hate me, but I'm still gonna flip and send it.
The neighbors hate me, but I'm still gonna flip and send it.
What are you f***ing talking about? All of these things are true and have happened. And that's why you've got more dislikes on this video than you pretty much ever have before. People are wising up. What are you f***ing talking about? All of this shit has happened. We've all seen it. We all have eyes. You're the one that films the stupid shit you do. You had to apologise to your neighbours, and you recorded the whole thing, which is illegal in your state. So stupid. So stupid.
For the slightest second, you probably believed it, and you probably thought that I was actually a bad neighbor, when in reality, we just do everything inside of our house, which makes us bad homeowners, but that doesn't make us a bad neighbor.
This has to be a joke. This has got to be a joke, Jake. You can't be saying these words and actually believing it. Are you that f***ing stupid? Are you do you think your fans are that dumb? Well, let's not get into that, but I mean, shall we talk about the Keemstar interview with one of your neighbours? And I quote, "Think about the worst neighbour you could possibly imagine and times that by 10.
Think of the worst case scenario of the worst neighbor you could possibly imagine and times it by 10.
Yes, he said that. And the Channel 5 interview had several of your neighbours also saying, we hate living next to you because you're a nuisance 24/7.
But as neighbors living with this every day, we're fed up.
Should we talk about the huge fire you made in your pool, literally endangering the lives of everyone in your neighbourhood? Oh yeah, you filmed it, didn't you? You filmed it all. You can't be trying to manipulate. You're talking about people twisting things for their own agenda. You're the one trying to twist everyone's minds right now in that video. That's the level of hypocrisy that we're dealing with.
It's Hollywood, right? Hollywood. They know. So yeah, I hope that helped you guys learn a lesson. And guys, I also challenge you to get more credibility on things before you start talking about things, before you start hating on people. So until you have proof and facts and things that you have seen with your own eyeballs, I would second guess everything that's out there in the news and in the press, especially these days. As always.
Wow. Funnily enough, as it goes, I actually do have a lot of proof and I do have a lot of facts, as do most people that comment on anything you do. Largely, the evidence being stuff that you have produced with your shitty f***ing vlogs. And now let's move on to a new story that has occurred that I wasn't aware of. I'm a massive fan of H3H3 Productions. Ethan and Ela are big inspirations of mine. I look up to them very much so. So H3's released a new video on Post Malone and Jake Paul. Basically what happened was Post Malone ordered some merchandise from Jake Paul just for a kind of funny skit, but it ended up on Twitter and Jake Paul saw it. So he thought it would be a good idea to get Post Malone's address from the order, which I'm pretty sure is illegal, and take the merchandise down there himself because he knows that Post Malone has been critical about his song It's Everyday Bro. But you can't just go to his address, and he films the whole thing. You've literally doxed Post Malone because of some petty nonsense that you wanted to, and the way he did it is so childish. He's just like, oh, why have you been mean to me? We can't have this merch if you've been mean to me. Jesus fucking Christ. But you can see all of this in H3's video. The link is in the description. I'm not going to go over it because he already has. So check that out if you're interested. Now, moving on. So, unsurprisingly, Onision is still producing videos that are vapid and completely pointless. So, I was commenting recently on a video he made about Shane Dawsons Weight. I mean, watching that video, it's your typical horror serial killer, you know, really creepy stuff. Comparing his body weight to Shane, using an online tool to actually show what his physical weight could be. It's like, why? You're so weird. There's no, it's not like you're trying to encourage him to do something useful. You're just trying to make yourself look better in the creepiest way possible. So he's released a new video about YouTubers' weight, just how heavy YouTubers are. It's like, what? Why? Just stop. Just please. Please, it is. Just fucking stop. He even did a Shane Dawsons Weight Part 2. It's what? Why'd you need a fucking Part 2 to something that didn't need a Part 1? Oh god, let's feast our eyes on this shit.
What's up, guys? I'm full of sadness and despair. Not even sure if this mic is working right. Sadness, despair. But you're not here for sadness and despair. You're here for YouTuber body weights.
No, we're here because we can't possibly believe that you would actually make this video.
So let's start with Jenna Marbles. Here's a more recent picture of Jenna Marbles. Unfortunately, you can't see much. Here she's wearing all black, but it looks like she has decently wide hips now. Does that look accurate? Let's do a side-by-side. Okay, looks like she might be 114 pounds.
Do you honestly have such a small amount of things to do in the day that you would use a piece of software to try and accurately size up other YouTubers? It's weird. It's creepy, Onision. It's creepy as f***. Not only is it creepy, it's pointless. There's no lesson behind this. There's no push and motivation to get people to change. It's completely meaningless.
That is one skinny human. Then there's Zoella, who doesn't look like she eats food. She appears to be about 90 pounds. Yucky. Gain some weight.
Yucky. Gain some weight. Such a motivational speaker. It's giving me such a passion and a drive to f*** off, alright? What are you talking about? Zoella, if you haven't noticed, is a very short lady. It's almost like you're body shaming people for the sake of body shaming them. What, is this to make you look better? Because you've got a perfect vegan body? F*** off.
Does Minecraft. It looks like this could be his body weight. Side by side, do you agree? Okay, we're looking at 205 pounds.
So you get the picture. Typical Onision being his stupid self and comparing himself to other people. What, I don't know, to lift his ridiculously large and heavy ego? I don't know, man. I can't work out his mind. Is he trolling for the sake of trolling? Probably. More than likely, in my opinion. Now let's move on to take a look at Shane Dawsons Weight Part 2 and how deluded this man really is.
Hey there. So I made a video a few days back where I talked about Shane Dawsons Weight, and in response I got comments like this and this and this. In fact, the majority of the comments I got on that video were hateful, despite me not calling Shane fat. I actually made recommendations for him to lose weight.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem. You see, Onision, it's none of your f***ing business. That's the problem here. He's not going to listen to you because you go about things in the worst way possible. In previous videos, while you may not have called him fat in this video, in previous videos you have compared him to Peter Griffin. How do you think that helps anyone?
I don't really see how the video was really insulting or anything close to what a typical hater video would be.
For those of you that don't know, when Onision refers to a hater video, that's any video that criticizes him. Because people aren't allowed to criticize someone, they're just haters.
Immediately you guys tried to deflect from the issue. You talked about my channel and how you perceive it as dying. You said, oh, he hit 10 million subscribers and you only have 1 million subscribers. You guys began talking about a bunch of things that had nothing to do with the video. More importantly, nothing to do with the message in the video.
Onision, there was no message in the video. The only message I got from that video is, look at me, I've got a healthy body and Shane Dawson doesn't. Let's go into detail in how much he weighs. Let's publicize that to millions of people. He doesn't give a fuck. All you're doing is displaying to the whole f***ing world that he has weight issues. You're so stupid when it comes to these matters. You have no idea how to approach things, and that is very important for the next thing you say.
A while ago, I made a bunch of videos on a very skinny YouTuber, a YouTuber who appears to be starving themselves. And the mass majority of you, the overwhelming majority of you, were praising me for making those videos.
Don't go there. Don't you go there. You know you're not saying her name because you know that it's an issue. Don't f***ing talk about her. You are only furthering these problems. Those videos you made about her, 1, obsessive, 2, that's not how you approach that issue, that is how you make her feel 10 times worse. You're not a f***ing psychiatrist, you're not a food specialist. Butt out, it's none of your business. It's not the whole audience that you have, it's none of their business. You need to respect people's boundaries, which you don't. At all. You haven't got a clue about boundaries, which is why there is definitely an essence of sociopathy, I don't know how to say it. There is an essence of sociopath within you.
You were saying I was helping people with eating disorders. A lot of you were expressing how proud of me you were for standing up for the subscribers that YouTuber was influencing and encouraging to treat their body poorly. So my question is, why is there a double standard for the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to eating? Shane Dawson's videos promote obesity. There's no way around it. Many of his videos are about interesting topics like conspiracy theories, but a lot of his videos are about stuffing the worst food in your mouth and basically guaranteeing yourself health problems in the future. If anything, you could say that Shane Dawson is encouraging obesity, one of the leading causes of death in this country.
In this instance, I agree with you that this is a problem. This is society's problem. It's not just Shane Dawson's problem, and it's definitely not your problem. That's his business. Let him go about it in the way that he does. If he wants to change, he will change. He won't change because you say you make a shitty video that's completely vapid and meaningless. That won't make him change. That will only possibly upset him. That will only give him a worse image among your audience of fanatics that will defend you till the day they die. No matter what you do, you could kill someone and your mindless fans would still think you're a f***ing god. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hope you've enjoyed watching today. If you have, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thank you so much.